Hey, you're listening to Mic'd Up with Mama Shaun, the podcast where purpose meets play and passion turns into power. I am your host, Rashawn Webb, but around here they call me Mama Shaun. The name was first spoken by a little boy who called me Mom before I even understood what that title meant. But now I carry it with pride as a mentor, a coach, and a mother to many. From running my child care center and my child care training company, coaching CEOs and leading with faith, I am here to help you grow with grace, build with purpose, and lead from the heart. So let's get mic'd up and dig in.
Hey family, welcome back to season 3 of Mic'd Up with Mama Shaun. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy all things. I hope that the first 20 days of the year have not been as bad as it would appear. But remember, it's probably a little better than it always appears. Today is not just another day, right? We are using today to record episode 1 of season 3. Yesterday was MLK Day, and so we took that day to celebrate in our own way, and we are bringing it back to you now. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and before we go any further, I want to pause wherever you are, because today isn't about quotes. It's about responsibility. Dr. King didn't just have a dream, he had discipline. He had courage. He had conviction strong enough to stand in the face of fear. And right now, we are all standing in the face of fear. And here's the part we don't say enough. He was tired. He was criticized. He was human. Leadership doesn't wait until you're ready. Leadership calls you as you are ready. If you work with children, families, teams, or communities, then you are carrying a piece of that dream. Every time you advocate for fairness, every time you protect a child's dignity, every time you choose equity over convenience. Justice doesn't always look like a march. Sometimes it looks like policy. Sometimes it looks like advocacy. Sometimes it looks like protection. Sometimes it looks like saying, that's not okay here. So what did you do to celebrate policy, protection, and that's not okay here? Being a Black female in leadership in America sometimes is not always welcomed. It's not. And it's not welcomed because at one time, people that looked like me and people that maybe looked like you were not welcomed into the leadership circle. We weren't welcomed because we were not invited, because we did not create the circle. But guess what? Our forefathers and foremothers, grandmothers, grandfathers paved the way so we can fight for policy, protection, and the words, that's not okay here. You see, being a Black woman in America has its struggles, but it should not be, because after all, we didn't come here because we wanted to. And that's something that most people don't want to talk about. Black people and other races did not come here because we wanted to. We came here because we were forced to. So Dr. King decided that it's high time that people recognize the importance of each other. Let's go back to some of his words, not the content or the color of my skin, but the content of my character. And let's be honest, right now, there's a lot of characters in jeopardy. This segment is going to be rather short because I want you to take this time to reflect as we progress into our season 3. Here's our reflection moment of the day. Where have I been silent because it felt safer? There's so much uproar going on right now in our country that we are probably the laughing stock of the countries. Uproar within our own country that cannot be controlled because we are now standing on policy protection, and that's not okay here. Those that have fought for the safety and the well-being of this country are having those same rights revoked. But remember, Dr. King fought and sacrificed so we can have fairness, a child can have dignity, and there can be equity for all. Me personally, I love everyone, no matter what you look like, because guess what? I can't change what you look like. Neither can Dr. King. Neither can anyone else that decides that your skin is not good enough. But let me remind you, your skin color has nothing to do with your ability. Your skin color has nothing to do with the God-given gift and talent He has placed inside you. That's a perk. We all have to have skin. We all come from somewhere. But what is your dream? Dr. King had his. What is yours? Are you living your dream, or are you in hiding because it's safe? What system benefit from me staying small? What did I do to stay small because it felt safe? What courage do I have inside of me to stand up on the shoulders of my mothers and my grandfathers and my fathers before me to keep their legacy alive and keep it going? Every year here in San Antonio and most places, we have the MLK March. San Antonio has the biggest MLK March in the U.S. And to see all of the races gather together, although it was slippery, freezing slopes around them, they still stayed in one. They still stayed in unity. What would courage look like in my leadership this year? I dare you to take a stand, man, woman, and be the leader you are meant to be. The content of your skin, the texture, the color, the freckles, the all the things that make up your skin pigmentation has nothing to do with your leadership ability. You have to have on skin. So why does my skin bother you so much? Why does the color of my skin bother people so much? Or do you realize that my skin doesn't play a part, but it's what is housing my skin that you are intimidated by? Oh, if Dr. King could see us now, I wonder what he would say to all that are fighting the fight of feeling important or worthy. The mic'd up moment for the day is the dream did not end in 1968. It just needs new leaders. And baby, guess what? That means you. So stand up. Be a leader in your community. Be a leader in your office. Be a leader in your home, your school. Be a leader in wherever you roam. You walk in there. Now I'm talking to myself. You walk in there with your head held high and you be the leader. That is not defined by your skin pigmentation. Oh no, it's defined by what's inside that skin, what you've learned, what you've endured, what you were taught, what you mastered, where you stepped, where you roamed, that no one can change. Nobody can change it but you. If this segment, this episode spoke to you, I want to hear it. Drop a comment. Drop a like, drop a heart, drop something to let me know this spoke to you. I want to hear it. And guess what? I do. Our next episode is coming up, and I hope you have a great day. And remember, walk in every room that you are meant to walk in. Walk in it with your head held high. The haters are going to be there. They're going to be there to cheer you on secretly because they can never be you. Be good.